Hello, Mr. Peterson. My name is Kelsey Arnold, and I'm a representative for ADP Payroll Services. I was referred to you by Mary. While working with me, she mentioned that you and your wife might be interested in hearing about ADP, so I wanted to reach out and chat. How are you today?
Please call me Alex. I'm doing well, thank you. Mary is a great family friend of ours, and I would be glad to hear more about ADP, but I'm not sure what it is. Well, we have talked to a representative in the past and decided against outsourcing.
Understandably so. It's a big step for a company. Mary tells me that your business is in family fitness. I've recently been looking to find a gym membership of some type to keep myself active and healthier.
Now, I would love to talk to you about that. We definitely provide you with a fantastic workout in a friendly environment. Do you work often?
I have been more recently, but not having access to a gym currently. I've only been getting out for evening jogs. I hear you and your wife enjoy running races. That's fantastic.
Yes, we love to stay active, and we do love a lot to run a lot of 5Ks and 10Ks together. It's something we both enjoy, and it keeps us healthy and fit while also giving us something to do together as a couple. If you're ever interested in joining us in one, we would love to help you train and get ready.
That would be great. I would love to come see your fitness center. Can you tell me more about it? Then maybe I could tell you a little about ADP and we can figure out whether or not we are a good fit for your company.
Sure. So I have headed up my company business ventures, but family fitness is definitely the largest and most rewarding. We have tons of workout equipment. We offer childcare, and we have a cafe. We are growing so rapidly. We are looking to expand and add a new location soon.
That's so exciting. It sounds like you really have everything together and your business is a huge success. Congratulations. Who currently does your payroll, if you don't mind my asking?
Thank you. We currently use QuickBooks and do our own payroll, though neither my wife nor I are very tech savvy, so it's been quite an adjustment. We finally are comfortable with the program, though.
How long does it normally take you to do the payroll?
Well, even though that we are comfortable with the program, it still takes way too much time. Our passion is fitness, not payroll. We try our best to stay on top of it, but it's been very difficult. So when much of our focus and energy has to be on other things.
So QuickBooks hasn't been very beneficial?
Not as far as time is concerned, but it gets the job done.
And how many employees are you providing payroll for?
We currently have a staff of two managers and 10 employees, not including my wife and myself. It can be quite overwhelming, especially since we plan on expanding and will take more employees and more time on payroll.
That's a lot on your plate. I can't imagine keeping up with all of that on top of everything else that requires your attention at the gym, having a social life with your wife, and trying to stay in shape and active as well. If you don't mind me asking, do you spend more than you would like on your current system with QuickBooks?
Yeah, they're pretty pricey if you consider the amount of work we still have to do ourselves. They do nothing and provide the basics, and we are paying a hefty amount.
That seems unfair. Do they offer any support?
Online support, but we don't have the time to figure that out. We aren't very tech savvy. We are really in need in someone to take it over, but we can't afford to hire another full-time accountant during this time.
Who deals with any errors found in your payroll? I'm just assuming that simple mistakes can be made when it is done by someone without much experience or knowledge on payroll.
Anyone to review the information and numbers. If our employees find a mistake in our portion, my wife and I do the best we can to fix it, which takes up even more time.
That's interesting. How do you think having to do payroll has affected you and your wife overall?
We have become very frustrated with the added stress of this new business, this and the consideration of opening a new location.
I'm sure you could both use any extra time. How would your staff benefit from a new system?
I think they would appreciate more accuracy and have the option for direct deposit. It would also make our lives easier.
I'm sure you have a lot of paperwork too. Does that ever lead to missing files or disorganization?
It sure does. Again, we do our best that we can to run in to use it in and run into a lot of instances where we couldn't find a certain file. We needed information on an employee and for past information.
That sounds like the last thing you need with everything that you have going on right now. Don't you think you could save a lot of hassle and save a lot of time by outsourcing your payroll?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to consider it, but it seems complicated and expensive. Plus, it would be hard to trust someone else with our information and to get accurate numbers.
But wouldn't it be useful to not have to worry about doing all of that work and struggling to balance everything?
It would free us up to do a lot more with the gym and with each other.
And lastly, wouldn't it benefit you to have mobile access to your payroll and information?
Absolutely, the ability to access it anywhere at any time would be so convenient for both my wife and I.
I really appreciate you opening up to me about the situation. Have you looked into any solutions yet?
We have looked into other in-house software that can make our payroll process easier for us, but we really never considered outsourcing our payroll.
Well, I would love to talk to you about some of the features and benefits that ADP can offer if you would still be interested. Do you know much about ADP, and are you the main decision maker when it comes to payroll decisions, or would your wife handle that?
Yes, I'm the decider on most business-related decisions. I talked to ADP representative in the past, but we didn't get too far because I honestly didn't trust the system. Give me a refresher on how everything works.
Of course. Let's start with what we offer. As far as the basics go, we offer online real-time payroll processing, delivery of checks, and even full-service electronic direct deposit. On top of this, we send out tasks and messages with tips and reminders for you.
That sounds like a lot of priorities, but what else does it offer?
We also offer support and help through our service reps who can answer any and all of your questions. We compute your standard earnings and deductions, but still keep you in control so that you can manage whatever you like whenever you like. ADP will also give you a payroll preview and allow you to do what-if scenarios as well as final overviews before it is finalized.
It sounds like my wife and I have access to a lot of information and would be able to easily make changes if necessary.
Absolutely. We want to make the payroll process as easy and painless for you as possible. We also provide workers' compensation tracking, and if you are willing to trust our advisors, we also have an easy sign-in process for data access, such as general ledger data, other payroll reports, and tax forms.
So are you able to keep up with and track all of our reports and data?
That is correct. Everything will be kept on file for your viewing at any time, and with our integration of Easy Labor Manager, you can save even more time and increase the accuracy of your payroll.
Can you tell me what kind of reports ADP offers?
Of course. ADP provides a payroll summary report, a payroll details report, earnings records, general ledger employee view, general ledger company view, payroll liability, earnings by department, and employee change reports. Benefits reports include a deduction summary report, employee time off report, and partially missed deductions report. Miscellaneous reports include the employee summary report, W-2 preview, a worksheet, tip allocation, tip credit report, and billing invoices. And finally, the tax reports include a wage and tax register report, a quarterly tax verification report, and a local tax withholding report.
Whoa, that covers everything. I know my wife has now isn't that detailed, and it would be great to have all this available to us as well as stored for future reference.
Yeah, we try to cover all of our bases, and on top of all of these things, you can choose pay frequency, turn direct deposit on and off, enter hours and rates, and do many other things at the touch of a button. These features will free both you up and allow us to take on the burden for you while still giving you access and control.
That sounds great. Is there somewhere that I can go to see all of these features and benefits listed so that I can review everything with my wife?
Yes, I can email you a link to look over.
That would be perfect.
So just to clarify, it looks as though we can help you and your company to stay organized, save much needed extra time, and keep accurate records. This will free up you and your wife and allow you both to focus on other important tasks while leaving the payroll to us.
It sounds like you've managed to cover all my bases. This opportunity looks very beneficial.
Great. Do you and your wife have other questions that I can answer?
Yes, one of our biggest concerns is time. If we outsource to ADP, how much time will we need to work with your employees? Right now, it seems like we have a lack of extra time, and it has weighed on our marriage in many ways.
Time is always a huge factor. Once you send us the information we need, we will handle everything else. You can depend on our staff to get everything done efficiently and effectively.
What if a file gets lost or an employee needs information that is available to us?
I understand that concern. We will keep all of your information and paperwork on file at all times. It will never get deleted. You do not need to worry about organization or lack of access. We will personally make sure that all of your needs are addressed every step of the way.
Yeah, well, we're pretty hesitant about outsourcing. Having never any experience with it, we don't really trust leaving all of this work to strangers. We have talked it over a lot recently, and I'm not sure that that is the right thing for us.
I can understand that. A lot of our first-time clients are hesitant in the beginning. I'm sorry to hear that you are struggling to decide whether to continue doing all this work yourself or to trust someone else with it without much knowledge of the company or staff. Maybe try to think of us just like another company you trust. Much like you would trust your bank to take care of your money because they are experts in that field, you can trust us with your payroll because we are experts in this field and we really do care about our customers.
That's a great analogy. It definitely eases my mind.
And just know that entrusting us with this workload will free up so much extra time for you to spend with your wife and allow you both to focus on other parts of the business. You won't have to worry about how you're going to get everything done.
Very true. I'm becoming more open and excited about this change. I personally think it is a great opportunity for us, and I would love the chance to work with ADP and see what all you can do for our business.
Well, if you have any other questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. I would even be more than happy to talk to your wife and help to relieve any fears or concerns of hers as well. Please let her know that we value our customers and we are always available to them.
I greatly appreciate that. I believe we decided that outsourcing our payroll to ADP is the best option for us as long as the pricing is somewhat what we can afford.
Well, let's talk price then. We have a flat one-time implementation fee of $150, and then we would be looking at an additional $38.95 per payroll processing per location.
Whoa, that wasn't near as much as I was expecting to pay.
We try to keep our pricing affordable and realistic.
Well, in that case, consider us ready to outsource. Well, we would love to use ADP to continue to help grow this family fitness.
I'm so glad that I could assist in reaching this decision, and please know that I will be here for any further questions or problems that may arise. I will also be following up on occasion to assure your happiness in our service.
You have been a tremendous help, and I am excited to see what the changes will do to our company and our family.
Why don't we meet next week to start the process? And I would also love to hear more about your gym and these races that you and your wife participate in.
Sounds great. We look forward to seeing you soon. We would welcome the opportunity to talk to you about the fitness goals you may have. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.